As we get older, the foods we eat start to matter a little more than they used to. Energy, muscle strength, heart health, and even memory are all connected to the nutrients our bodies get every day. Fish is often recommended as part of a balanced diet, mainly because it contains protein, omega-3 fats, and important vitamins that many people may need more of as they age. But here's something most people don't realize. Not every type of fish offers the same nutritional value. Some seafood choices are often highlighted in nutrition research for supporting healthy aging, while others raise questions about things like mercury levels, farming practices, or overall nutrient balance. Understanding the difference can help you make smarter choices the next time you're standing in the grocery store or planning a meal. I'm curious, what kind of fish do you usually eat the most? Let me know in the comments. Because in the next few minutes, we're going to look at several seafood options that nutrition experts often talk about, and a few that many people may want to be more mindful about. The way we think about food often changes as the years go by. Meals that once felt routine suddenly start carrying more meaning, and sometimes a quiet question in the back of our minds about whether the choices we make today are helping us stay strong and well for the years ahead. For many people, seafood becomes part of that conversation. Fish has long been discussed in nutrition circles as a valuable part of a balanced diet. It's often mentioned alongside topics like heart health, brain function, and healthy aging. But what many people don't realize is that not all fish are the same, and the differences between them can matter more as we get older. After the age of 60, the body naturally begins to change. Muscle mass may slowly decline. Energy levels may not feel quite the same, and the body sometimes becomes less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients. These changes are a normal part of aging, but they do highlight why paying attention to nutrition becomes increasingly important. Because of this, many nutrition discussions focus on getting enough protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals through everyday foods. Seafood is often highlighted because it can provide several of these nutrients in one simple ingredient. Fish contains high-quality protein that helps support muscles and tissues, omega-3 fatty acids that researchers continue to study for their relationship with heart and brain health, and nutrients like vitamin D, vitamin B12, selenium, and phosphorus that support many normal functions in the body. But there's another side to the conversation that many people don't hear about very often. While some types of seafood are widely discussed for their nutritional value, others raise questions about environmental contaminants, mercury levels, or farming practices. This doesn't mean seafood should be avoided. Instead, it shows why understanding the differences between various fish can help people make more informed choices. Certain fish, for example, are often highlighted in nutrition research because of their balanced nutrient profiles. Salmon is one that frequently appears in these discussions. It contains omega-3 fatty acids known as DHA and EPA, compounds that scientists have studied for years because of their possible relationship with cardiovascular and cognitive health. These healthy fats are one of the reasons salmon is often included in conversations about balanced eating patterns. Another fish that commonly appears in nutrition discussions is sardines. They may be small, but they're surprisingly rich in nutrients. Sardines naturally contain omega-3 fats, protein, calcium, and vitamin D. Because they sit lower on the ocean food chain, they also tend to accumulate fewer environmental contaminants compared with some larger fish. Cod and trout are also frequently mentioned when experts talk about nutrient-dense seafood choices. These fish provide quality protein along with minerals that support everyday body functions. Their mild taste also makes them easy to include in many different meals, which can help people keep their diet varied and enjoyable. When nutrition experts talk about seafood like this, the focus is usually on variety rather than strict rules. The goal isn't to rely on a single type of food, but to include different sources of nutrients that support overall wellness. Another reason seafood continues to receive attention in health discussions is the growing interest in omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard about omega-3s before, especially when people talk about brain health. DHA and EPA are two forms of these fats that occur naturally in certain fish. Over the years, researchers have explored how these nutrients interact with the body and how they may support normal cardiovascular and cognitive functions. While science is always evolving, many studies suggest that dietary patterns, including omega-3 rich foods, are associated with positive health outcomes. This is one reason these nutrients appear so frequently in public health discussions. Cognitive health is a topic that becomes more important for many people later in life. Memory, focus, and mental clarity all play a role in maintaining independence and quality of life. Nutrition alone doesn't determine brain health, but it's one of several lifestyle factors that researchers continue to explore. Physical activity, sleep, social connection, and mental stimulation also contribute to overall well-being. But diet remains an important piece of the bigger picture, and seafood is often part of that conversation. At the same time, public health experts also talk about something else that can influence seafood choices: mercury. Mercury is a naturally occurring element found in the environment. In the ocean, small amounts of mercury can accumulate in fish over time. Larger predatory fish tend to contain higher levels because they consume smaller fish throughout their lives. This process is known as bioaccumulation, and it's why health agencies often recommend moderation when it comes to certain large species of fish. It's important to understand that this guidance isn't meant to discourage seafood consumption. Instead, the goal is to encourage variety and balanced choices. By including different types of fish in the diet rather than relying heavily on one species, people can still enjoy the nutritional benefits of seafood while remaining mindful of environmental factors. Another topic that has gained attention in recent years is the difference between wild-caught and farm-raised fish. Fish farming, also known as aquaculture, has grown rapidly around the world. In many regions, it provides an important and reliable food source. However, farming practices can vary widely depending on regulations, feed quality, and environmental management. Some fish farms operate under strict standards that focus on sustainability and food safety. Others may use different methods depending on local conditions and resources. Because of this, many consumers are interested in understanding where their seafood comes from and how it was produced. Wild-caught fish feed naturally in their ocean environments, while farm-raised fish are typically raised in controlled settings and provided formulated feed. Each approach has its advantages and challenges, and the conversation around these methods often focuses on transparency and responsible sourcing. For people shopping for seafood, this can sometimes feel confusing. Labels such as wild-caught, farm-raised, responsibly sourced, or sustainably harvested appear more frequently in stores today. These labels reflect growing interest in both nutrition and environmental responsibility. That brings us to another important topic that has been gaining attention: sustainable seafood. Many environmental and nutrition experts now emphasize seafood choices that support both personal health and the health of ocean ecosystems. Smaller fish lower on the food chain, such as sardines or anchovies, tend to reproduce quickly and accumulate fewer contaminants. Because of this, they're often highlighted in sustainability conversations. Choosing a variety of seafood options can help distribute fishing demand more evenly while also providing different nutrients to the body. It's another example of how variety and balance remain central themes in modern nutrition guidance. For everyday shoppers, however, the most helpful approach is often the simplest one. Paying attention to seafood labels can offer useful information about where the fish was sourced. Many packages include the country of origin or whether the fish was wild-caught or farm-raised. Some products also carry sustainability certifications that indicate responsible fishing practices. Another helpful habit is rotating different seafood choices instead of eating the same fish repeatedly. Including a range of protein sources throughout the week, such as seafood, legumes, eggs, poultry, or plant-based options, helps provide a broader range of nutrients. And ultimately, that's what most modern nutrition guidance focuses on: balance. There's rarely a single food that determines long-term health on its own. Instead, wellness tends to grow from consistent habits practiced over time, eating a variety of nutrient-dense foods, staying active, getting enough rest, and maintaining social connections. Food is also deeply personal. It's shaped by culture, traditions, family habits, and individual tastes. Conversations about nutrition aren't meant to criticize what people enjoy eating, but rather to provide information that helps people make choices that align with their goals and lifestyle. Seafood will likely continue to play a role in these discussions as research evolves and public health experts learn more about the relationship between diet and healthy aging. If you found this discussion interesting, feel free to share it with someone who also cares about long-term wellness and balanced nutrition. And I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. What type of fish do you usually enjoy the most? Let me know in the comments below. Because in our next conversation, we'll explore another everyday habit that researchers say could quietly influence energy levels, metabolism, and overall health as the years go by.